Hi, today we're going to show you a little video on model prompts. So first we're going to start with what is a prompt. So a prompt is a cue that we give to someone when giving them a task. Okay, there are several different types of prompts that can be used. When selecting a prompt, it typically is based on the child's level of independence with the skill that we're working on or that we're prompting them to do. The prompt helps the child to complete the task or respond correctly. Okay? There are lots of different types of prompts. Okay? There are gestures. Okay, so an example of a gestural prompt would be if I give a direction of sit down, okay, and then I point to the chair. Pointing to the chair is a gestural prompt, okay? If I repeat my direction, if I said sit in the chair, child doesn't sit, I say, we have to sit in the chair. That's a verbal prompt, okay? So what we're going to talk about today is a model prompt, okay? So this is when we give a direction and then we show the child what to do, okay? This can be done in a family coaching environment as well. So maybe the teacher will give a direction, right? So maybe the teacher will say, touch your nose, okay? And then the parent could model or show the child what to do. And then the child, hopefully, will respond by touching their nose, okay? So that's a good example of a model prompt. It is showing the child what we want them to do rather than doing hand-over-hand prompting. We didn't talk about that. But a lot of the times, our first instinct is to kind of move the child's body to get them to respond appropriately. So an example of a physical prompt would be if the child said, or if the teacher said, touch your nose, and then the parent went over and took the child's own hand and touched their nose. Okay, that's a little more intrusive, right? The goal is to get the child to, when the teacher says, touch your nose, for them to do it on their own, right? So we want to use as least intrusive of a prompt as possible, okay? So I'm going to show you a little clip of my daughter. Now, I know she's a little younger probably than your kids out there, but I was trying to teach her how to do the wheels on the bus, okay? So I wasn't giving a specific direction, but it's a great example of a model prompt, how to model what you want the child to do to get them to respond, okay? So I'm going to show you that video. Hopefully that helps. But remember, those model prompts, it's just showing the child what you want them to do to help them to respond correctly and get them on their way to responding independently. All right, are you ready? Yeah, you ready? The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. Round and round. Your turn. The wheels on the bus go. Good. Round and round. All through the town. All right, so in the video, you guys saw me sing part of a song, okay, model that response I wanted, and then gave my child the opportunity, right, to do the motions of round and around. So So that is something that we call like a fill-in or an intraverbal response, where I say something and then we want the child to fill in. So the wheels on the bus go, and we want the child to go round and round. So in the beginning, I did that for her. I filled in the whole part. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Then I gave the direction again, or the interverbal. The first part of the song. The wheels on the bus go. And I waited to see if she would do it, right? I even gave her a little bit of my model, okay? And then she started doing it, okay? So that's a great example of how we can use that model prompt to help teach a child a skill and help them to get on their road to responding independently. My goal for my child would be for every time I sing, the wheels on the bus go, she's going to do the round and round, right? Without me having to model. So eventually we'll try to fade out that model prompt. But for now, that's a nice, lesser intrusive prompt rather than me just kind of making her hands go in that direction. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.